What's going on, everybody? It is D-Man coming back at it again with another YouTube video, and today we got another episode of our annual Titans team at the end of the week every Saturday. So let's go ahead and hop into the lineup. What we do every week is we go over each and every player and go over specifically new players that were added within the past week. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check this lineup out. Offensively, nothing really changed. Really, nothing changed at all. Offensive line still the same. Conklin, Saffold, Matthews, Spain, and Brilo. They have all been there for a long time. Since that first heavyweight drop, we got blessed, and they've been with us ever since then. So, yeah, I mean, really no need to really have a 93, 92 overall, right guard when you have Quentin Spain. I don't really think you could tell a difference between them. But maybe once we get into like 95s overalls, 96s, then you'll start to see a little bit of a difference. But as of right now, I'm completely fine with this offensive line. Maybe we could get a little bit better here at right tackle, or Lawan could just get an upgrade, and then we can move Conklin back here. Lawan, bump him up to starting left tackle. But as of right now, completely fine with this offensive line. Tight end, Jared Cook, Frank Wycheck. I think the best 1-2 punch at tight end, because you got speed and break tackle and all this great stuff after the catch with Jared Cook. Same with Frank here too, but you also have really good strength on Frank. You've got good run block. Everything you want out of a run blocking tight end you got in Frank, and everything you want out of a receiving tight end, you got that in Jared Cook. So I think one of the best 1-2 punches here at the tight end spot. Then we just have Ferpster filling it out here at tight end number 3. Wide receivers, as we look across the board, some of the best in the game. You got Randy Moss on the outside. His card's not the greatest. I'm gonna be honest, guys. His card's not the greatest. Obviously, it's Randy Moss, but I mean, normally when we see Randy Moss, he's normally crazy fast, and has good route running all around. Not crazy fast, and doesn't have the best route running if you look at his card. But on the other side, I have Andre Johnson here. He does go ahead and get route tech for 3 AP. So we have him at wide receiver 2. We did bump Corey to 3 because I do want to have route tech on the field when I go into 2 wide receiver packages. When I go under center, when I go into I form, I do want to have Andre Johnson out there that can beat man in case my opponent is running man. Just want to have a route tech out there at all times, because that did cost me a little bit when I have Randy Moss and Corey Davis out there. Both of them, they don't have any abilities, so I just want to make sure I have Andre Johnson on the field at all times. And then when we go into multiple receiver packages, I like to have him in the slot, which we'll go over here a little bit later. But we do have Corey Davis here at wide receiver 3 again. Both of these guys are, kimmed up really high because of the Towering Tear ability, which goes ahead and boosts a crap ton of stuff to your players if they were in most feared. And then we do finally have fully powered up Julio. I went ahead and bought his Redux. You guys probably noticed my coin count. It has, I'm broke. I don't have any coins anymore. But that's because we did go ahead and buy Julio Jones, his Redux. I actually bought his limited. His limited was going for 301,000, and all of his other Reduxes were like 305 plus. So, I was very happy with picking up the limited because it quick sells for 250. So basically, I'm sitting on 250. Whenever I need to resell them, maybe his Redux is going for less than 250,000 by the time I need to sell. This Julio Jones, maybe I get like a power-up, not power-up expansion, but a power-up pass where I don't need that card anymore, and I go and check the block, and his Redux is going for less than 250,000. I can just quick sell, got 250K right there. So, it's probably hard to find the limited cheaper than the Redux right now, but I kind of got blessed there in finding that. But here's Julio. I'm using the Redux card art. I honestly like it a little bit better. If you want to see what the other card art's looking like, it's just the from his Ultimate Kickoff limited card, and then you have Core Elite Power Up here, both in the Falcons uniform. So we'll be rocking with this one because he's in a in-game uniform here versus this is training camp right here. So that's why we're rocking with the Redux one. But let's check his attributes out, his stats out. Again, kind of a little slow for my liking. 92 speed, 94 jumping, 92 catching, 91 catching traffic, 94 spectacular catch with 91 short, 90 medium, and 89 deep. Again, we could go over to a pure deep route specialist strategy item, look, where we have 2 deep route specialists strategy items that boost +1 speed on each of them, so +2 speed to wide receivers, which then Julio would be up to 94, and it also would boost deep route running +4, so he would get up to 91 and hit every threshold, which is kind of underrated with Julio. A lot of people just don't like him because of his speed, and I understand why, but once you put him on a theme team, he looks a lot better. But as of right now, he's a physical archetype, so he's very similar, very, very similar to Andre Johnson. But I think Andre Johnson is a bit better than him after the catch. But maybe once we go to, 2 deep route specialists, which I don't know when that's going to be because I like to have the +1 speed to my running back and Derrick Henry. But, who knows? Maybe when we, a little bit later down the road, when Henry gets a crazy card or something, and he has good speed, maybe we go to 2 deep route specialists where we get the +4 speed to wide receivers instead of just +3. But he is 6'3", which is always great to have a tall wide receiver out there. But here is what he's looking like after the catch, which is really solid. But I think Andre Johnson is probably the best after the catch wide receiver in the game. But Julio's right there with him. 90 carrying, okay. 78 trucking, 87 change of direction, 91 ball carrier vision, 88 stiff arm, 83 spin move, 88 juke move. So again, all across the board, pretty solid for your after the catch stuff. Your juke move, stiff arm, spin move. Trucking not really high, but still pretty solid at 78. But again, he can do a lot of good once he gets the ball in his hands. And 94 spec catch, we already went over that. And he also has 89 break tackles. So again, Julio Jones cards, when they come out, they're always really, really good. He's always really tall. Normally has really good speed, but on this one, they kind of, didn't do him nicely with the speed. Only an 88 speed on his 92 overall, which is just crazy to me. Harold Landry is faster, or he is just as fast as Julio Jones. Which, hey, I don't know if that's good on Harold Landry's part or bad on Julio, but Julio just got to be a little faster, guys. And it's on the same overall. Like, Harold Landry's a 92, Julio's a 92. They both have 88 speed. Just doesn't add up to me. But, yeah. Julio Jones there is one of our new players that have just been upgraded to the team. He is at wide receiver 4. Maybe once Corey Davis, if they take that strategy item out and he's no longer a 96 overall, maybe we put Julio here at wide receiver 2, bump Andre back to the slot because Julio can get route tech. So we'll see what we want to do there. But as of right now, Julio is our wide receiver 4. And then our wide receiver 5, we do have Charlie Joyner here, who's still really, really solid. I still have Slot-O-Matic on him, but I'll probably take that off since he's at wide receiver 5 now. But we do have Derrick Henry, who's absolutely crazy with armbar and bulldozer with freight train as his X factor. If he ever gets that activated, it gets scary for my opponent. Because I don't know how you're supposed to stop Derrick Henry, not let him get a yard, and it's happened before, but it's very hard to do that. But yeah, Derrick Henry, 95 overall. He does get the towering tear activated to him, so he's 6'8", 250. I don't know what you're supposed to do against that. And then we also have our quarterback. Well, it's getting a little outdated. I'd like to have a new quarterback. We just got a lot of quarterbacks. So we got Vince Young, Tannehill. I honestly, guys, I'll be honest, I don't have Fitzmagic at all. He's basically the same thing as Tannehill. I'd probably just ride with Tannehill if I wanted the same thing. If I wanted Fitzmagic, it's basically the same thing as Tannehill. So if I ever wanted to go pass lead to lead or anything like that, I'd go with Tannehill. But right now, I just still love Truz because I almost activate that every game. Or if I don't, at least I get very close. But he does have Roaming Deadeye and Escape Artist. Escape Artist, like I said, this year is really, really OP. At the beginning of the year, it's crazy because you could run around 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage and just outrun everyone. But now they patch it to where if you're 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, your stamina decreases and you start to, slow down a little bit. So Vince Young is still really good, in my opinion, having Escape Artist. So I'd like to see us get it, upgrade at quarterback. I do like Vince Young a lot, so I'd like to see like an upgrade of Vince Young because I just like Escape Artist that much. But who knows? We might get, I think we're gonna get a Steve McNair whenever that is. I don't know. But I do really would like to see Warren Moon too. I think he'd be pretty solid this year. He'd probably be like a field gen or improvise or something like that. Anyone else? Obviously, we're going to get upgrades to Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill probably going to be the quarterback I use for the rest of the year once he gets up to high enough to get up to escape artist, which is going to be pretty later on in the year. But, I still really like Vince Young. Hopefully, Vince Young gets consistent upgrades this year so we can continue to use him throughout the year. But, yeah, that is the offense. Frank Wycheck at fullback as well, backing him up his Card Blossom game. So that's why, back up, some of you guys were asking me, how do you still have the Titans chem on Frank Wycheck when he's at fullback? Just put him at backup tight end, and he keeps his chemistries when you put him at fullback. And Frank Wycheck at fullback is still a beast. He's good impact blocking, good lead block, good run block, everything you want. And then if you want to go to I form and you want to put him at the end of the line, you can sub him in at tight end number 1 and have him at the end of the line. Basically have 6 linemen out there. You can do so, and then also you could probably put Jared Cook here at fullback with his speed to get outside and chip some guys off and open up the run for Derrick Henry. So, but that is what we're looking at right now offensively. Really solid team. You guys saw at the beginning of the video, we have a 92 overall offense and a 92 overall defense. So now we finally see the kicker punter overall kick in there, where we're both a 92 on offense and defense, but we're a 91 overall. So maybe team builders when they come, which will probably be about half a month away, mid-November should be the next series changeover, which should be a lot of content. I'm gonna guess team builder will be around like an 88-ish overall, maybe even up to 90 by then. But I'd love to get like a kicker, because if you think about it, there's a lot of kickers around the NFL that have played for the Titans. Carlos Santos, you do have obviously Ryan Suckup. I'd love a Ryan Suckup. You also have oh goodness, Greg Joseph, and I'm sure there's a couple others in the NFL that have played for the Titans. So maybe if they get a team builder, they haven't been giving kickers power-ups though, so that is going to be interesting to see if they do that. But I guess we'll just have to hope for a Randy Bullock at this point. But we do have Route Tech on Andre Johnson. I already talked about some of these. Freight Train on Derrick Henry, along with Armbar and Bulldozer, Jared Cook. I didn't talk about this one. I do have Yak 'em Up and also Tight End Apprentice, which I do use that sometimes, not all the time, but when I need it, it does pay out. Like I said, I should have unequipped, get my training back for that Slot-O-Matic, but I do have Truz on Vince Young. Also have Roaming Deadeye and Escape Artist on him as well. And Bruce Matthews, I do have post up on him when I run up the middle, run power. This is pretty powerful when you run, ISO power, stuff like that. So that is the offensive abilities. And let's go ahead and check out the defense. It looks a little different, but let's check it out. Okay, so Kevin Byard. We do have Kevin Byard. He is going to be a 95 overall. We've had him for a little bit. He's playing really good for me. I'm telling you, I think he's led the team in interceptions and pass breakups since we added him to the team. I wouldn't say, I don't know. The good thing about him is the ball never gets thrown his way for some reason, and he still comes up with a lot of pass deflections, and when the ball's thrown to him, it's either a pass breakup or a pick. I don't think KB has ever gotten moss. I don't think Kevin Byard has gotten beat deep. He's just really good, especially on the Titans team when you get the plus 3 speed or whatever. If you have zone, whatever it's called, on your D-backs, in the zone on your defensive backs, he has plus 4 speed. So if you have both of those, which I don't right now, I'm still working on it, that would probably complete my team if I get another in the zone. But as of right now, I'm rocking with something else that does boost the entire defense. You guys see a lot of blue numbers out there. The reason for that is because of I do have like Mind Reader, which boosts a lot for everyone defensively. So that's why I let you see a lot of blue on the screen. Backing him up, I do have Cam, and what I'm probably going to do, keep this in mind, guys, tomorrow, Cam Chancellor is actually going to get an alternate card art, and he's going to be activated alongside Andre Johnson too. So if you got Andre Johnson and Cam Chancellor, they are going to actually activate with the Towering Tear strategy item for most feared. So if you have Cam Chancellor and Andre Johnson, there you have more freaks. You got Andre Johnson with route tech. He's going to be like 6'8". So I'm going to have 6'9", 6'8", 6'8". Wide receiver. That's going to be kind of scary. That's going to be tomorrow, and we'll see what they do after that because, as of recent, if you left the strategy item in and never took it out, for example, the ultimate kickoff, you got +1 speed to all the ultimate kickoff players. If you left that one in and never took it out, you still get +1 speed to all your ultimate kickoff players. So, for example, Desmond King, Malcolm Butler, Bud Dupree. Offensively, I think we had someone offensively that had. Did we? Maybe we didn't. But all those guys will still have +1 speed for my team if they, if I still had that strategy item equipped. But it's going to be interesting to see how they do this most feared thing, because really you got to force people to take that out somehow, some way. Maybe they just deactivate it on everyone's account, because there's no way we can be running out here with 6'9" Randy Moss, 6'8" Corey Davis, 6'8" Andre Johnson. It's just not going to be fair. But like I said, like I was saying with Cam Chancellor, I'm going to move Cam Chancellor to cornerback whenever the time may come. Well, obviously tomorrow. So tomorrow I have Cam Chancellor here, probably at cornerback 2, and put Jason McCourty in the slot. Because I want to have that height out there with Cam Chancellor. He's going to be like 6'8" at cornerback with really good zone coverage and man, because the boost plus, I think, 10 to man plus 10 to zone, and then on top of that I have in the zone, which goes ahead and boosts +2 to zone coverage, and I think something else to man. But it might be, I don't know. But I know Cam's going to have really good stats when he does go ahead and activate with his Towering Tear strategy item. Harold Landry. We finally got Harold Landry along with Julio Jones. I think I added them to the team yesterday. But look at this guy. Harold Landry, 91 speed, 92 excel, 83 strength, 93 tackling, 91 play rec, 88 block shed, 80 power move, and 94 finesse move. Probably, definitely the top, it has to be top 3 pass rushers in the game right now. You could probably put him at 1 if you wanted to. 6'2", 252. I thought about running edge threat on this guy, but I just didn't want to sacrifice, Jack Tatum, his enforcer deflator combo, or an acrobat on the field. But who knows? I might just go back to acrobat on Jack Tatum and put edge threat on this guy and see how good it plays. But we're going to see how he does abilityless today. And I think he's going to play pretty good still with really good speed. And if you go ahead and your outside linebacker, move him really, really wide and contain. I'll show you guys today. I'll do it a little bit today. But if you widen your outside linebacker, the one that's coming on a blitz, and then contain, the contain will only work for your defensive ends. So your defensive end, your right end and left end will contain, and you'll still have Harold Landry coming off the edge screaming. So what will happen is your ends will push all the way outside to the tackles, which takes up their blocks, and then Harold Landry will come free off the edge. And with his 91 speed, it's going to be very hard to get away from Harold Landry unless you have Michael Vick or someone like that. So you'll see it today. I'll do it a little bit today. But let's move on and look at his other stats. 83 strength, 89 agility on an outside linebacker is ridiculous. 88 jumping as well, 78 change of direction, 85 impact block, and he also has only, not good man, not good zone, but I'm probably going to, it's tough because I like to put him in zone a little bit, just because of his speed, but he does have 90 hit power as well. So does that mean he gets deflator, or I'm sorry, enforcer? He might get enforcer. He does, which I probably won't ever do that, but here's some of the abilities he gets. He does go ahead and get speedster, which is pretty solid to user with. Unpredictable is not bad as well, but you do see one of the best ones right here, edge threat. I might try this out in a little head-to-head before I go into weekend league with it, but there's a lot of abilities he gets. That's pretty crazy. Obviously, you see edge threat elite won't be active until 95 overall. One step ahead. He won't ever get that. I don't know why that's on there. But yeah, I mean, Harold Landry, really good looking card. We'll see what he plays like, ability list without any abilities. But I'm expecting him to play pretty solid today. And then we have Junior Seau, Brian Arakpo, Robert Spillane, Rashaan Evans. Now, let me tell you something. Next week could be a banger for middle linebackers for Titans, team of the week wise. Obviously, Rashaan Evans, when his upgrade comes, it comes. But other than him, we have Robert Spillane. And if we go back to last year, week 8, he had a pick 6, a forced fumble. I don't think he had a forced fumble. He had a fumble recovery, and he also had a lot of tackles. I know a lot of tackles. I think he was top 5 that week in tackles, and he had a pick 6 and a fumble recovery. So he could definitely get the LTD for next week, and I would absolutely love it because you guys see this Robert Spillane here. Not only is he an absolute monster at an 85 overall, he's got 90 speed and 91 excel on an 85 overall card. If this dude gets a 94 LTD, you're looking at a plus. That would be powered up 94 overall. So powered up will be he get up to a 95. So you're looking at plus 10. Obviously, he can't get to 100 speed. So at the minimum, you're thinking 90, 94, 95, 96 speed on a middle linebacker. I don't know if they would do it, but it would make sense for them to give him a 94 overall next week, and his speed would be around 92, 93, and he could be crazy. He is a run-stopping middle linebacker, which is kind of upsetting because if this dude was a field general and got lurker, I would be using this guy. 6'1", pretty solid height there, 229, a little light, but at the same time, with that type of speed, it's going to be really, really. I might lean toward if we get this guy next week, I might lean toward running 3-4 a lot more than 3-5 wide. Obviously, if my opponents run the ball a lot, I mean, I'm telling you, this it just excites me. It really does excite me. If we get a LTD Robert Spillane next week with really good speed, you talk about something else, man. Also, Mike Vrabel, in week 8 of 2007. Had 1 target and a catch for 2 yards and a touchdown. We saw that a lot in Vrabel's career. He was plugged in at the goal line, and they threw him the ball a lot. But he had a catch and a touchdown. He did go ahead and have 3 sacks that game, 11 tackles, a total of 13 tackles, 11 solo tackles, 13 total tackles. He had 1 tackle for loss, 1 quarterback hit, and get this, 3 forced fumbles. So, middle linebacker could be a banger next week. Imagine if we get a Mike Vrabel again. You got to think about it too. Mike Vrabel never played for the Titans. I understand that. But if you look at a similar situation with Ozzie Newsome, who's the general manager, I believe, of the Ravens, and he never played for the Ravens in his career. I want to double check on that. Ozzie Newsome. We saw this last year. Ozzie Newsome. Never played for the Ravens in his career, but he got Ravens chemistry. So, we'll have to wait and see. Because if Vrabel gets a card, which I don't know if they have his rights or not, but if Vrabel gets a card, if he gets Titans chem or not, I'm adding him to the team. Because he's the Tennessee Titans head coach. I don't care if he gets Titans chem or not. He's going to be added to the team. So, yeah. Big week for middle linebackers next week. It's definitely a possibility. Who knows? Rashaan Evans might ball out next week and get a Team of the Week upgrade. But that's just a position we desperately need right now, especially when we got the 2 pretty solid deep tackles now with Al Woods and Brent Irving. But at middle linebacker too, I just plug in Brian Arakpo here because he has pretty solid zone. He does play pretty solid here. Normally when I have him on the field, I'm playing the run, so I'll just blitz him and use Junior Seau and try to make a tackle. But Brian Arakpo plays pretty solid at middle linebacker if you need him. Now, here's a change that I made. Jack Youngblood is now our left outside linebacker. Just because he has... Listen, I'll just show you guys. He has pretty solid zone for left end, which makes me... when Bud Dupree gets an upgrade or something... obviously, he's not the best zone at 72, but at left end, normally you see guys with 40... 50, 60 zone, but he has 72, so that's better than I think Curse and Landry. So Whenever Bud Dupree gets an upgrade, I'm probably going to slide this guy back to starting defensive end, just because he has better zone coverage. And if I want to go Mabel coverage, I'll put him in zone, put him in a hard flat. And he has speed. He got 85 speed, not bad. That's fast enough to get out there and defend a hard, play a hard flat, and any flat routes, any drags or stuff like that. He's 6'4", really good length too. But I do have him outside linebacker, and you'll see him. I'll probably put him in zone a little bit this game when I need to. So yeah, I mean, Jack Youngblood, obviously never played for the Titans, but gets Titans chemistry. So that is a little nice piece there. Moving on, obviously we have Bud Dupree backing him up. We got Jack Tatum, Bernard Pollard at strong safeties. They've been playing amazing. Then we get to the cornerbacks. Logan Ryan. This guy, cannot wait to play with this guy today. 6'4". Obviously with a towering terror strategy item, he gets up to 6'4", and that's just insane. Insane. Because it's 5'11", you get +5 to height. So he's 6'4" with 93 speed and 94 excel. 99 play recognition, 88 tackling, which is really good for a cornerback. You obviously see he's a free safety, but I have him at cornerback. He's a 97 overall free safety. You want to put him at free safety. But we got Kevin Byard there. We have Jack Tatum and Bernard Pollard. So, you could put him at free safety, but with the cornerbacks we have, I think this is just easy, put this guy at cornerback. He's an upgrade for our team. He does have 82 tackling, which is really good when we play him at corner. 99 play rec, 99 pursuit, 98 man, 99 zone, 74 hit power. I mean, what else do you want out of a guy? Obviously, you want 99 man coverage, but I don't really run man that much, and all I really run is zone, and he's got 99 zone coverage. So it's just scary. Like I said, guys, they're going to have to take this out because there's going to be teams with all most feared lineups that are going to get all 99 man, 99 zone at this point in the year. So for me, they've got to take this out. They just have to. They can't make it like I said before, the ultimate kickoff, where you can get +1 speed, and if you never took it out, it still's activated. So they got to force people to take this out. Or just make it like really worse, really bad. But again, 99 awareness on him as well, 99 jumping, 84 catching, 91 change of direction. You could user this guy if you wanted to. You actually could user this guy. And then obviously you see a lot of other stuff gets boosted. So if you got Derek Carr, you get +10 to short, medium, deep accuracy. And then you also have +10 to break sack, +10 to throw under pressure. I mean, Derek Carr is really good with this strategy item. Obviously, the abilities is what it comes down to quarterback-wise, but in my opinion, getting all those stats up to 99 is really important too. You guys see he's got 85 press too, and the good thing about this guy is 74 block shed. I talked about him yesterday when I made the video about him. 74 block shed at cornerback is insane. So yeah, Logan Ryan is you're gonna see him all over the field in my opinion. You should. Hopefully he can get a pick, but 6'4" with that type of speed, that type of coverage stats, it's gonna be hard for my opponents to throw the ball his way unless I press him and he gets burnt over the top. But cornerback 2, we have Jason McCourty, who's really good as well. And then Desmond King in the slot. Just love how Desmond King plays in the slot. The playmaker, that's my nickname for him. He made plays all of last year. He's continuing to make plays this year. And I nicknamed him the playmaker last year, and he just made plays from that slot position. Malcolm Butler probably will not get another upgrade for the rest of the year, so he probably won't see the field unless it's special teams for me. But yeah, Malcolm Butler is really loved in Tennessee. He made a lot of great plays for us. I don't know what the deal was with him retiring. I don't know why. Don't know what happened, but a lot of Tennessee Titans fans love this dude. I did. He had a little swagger to him. Maybe sometimes it might be too much, but at the same time it was just enough. But I know Patriots fans love this dude too for one reason. You guys know that. But yeah, much love for Malcolm Butler. We'll see. I don't think he'll get another card since he retired. They normally don't give players who retired upgrades. But yeah. Cornerback 5, we do have Jackrabbit Jenkins, and I like to call him Jackass Jenkins sometimes when I'm watching Sunday afternoon football. But he played pretty solid against KC. He had one play where it might have been a deep ball if the pass was thrown accurate. But the Bills game, terrible. Games before that, terrible. Maybe not all of them were terrible, but just hasn't been playing as to what we would like. We'd really, really like to get Christian Fulton back. I'll tell you that much, because we have a bunch of no names at cornerback. With Chris Jackson, who's pretty solid. Breon Borders, though, Breon made a great play back to the end zone against the Bills, though. The play before the scramble by Josh Allen, and then obviously the stuff on 4th and inches. Then you got Dane Cruikshank, who's having to play safety for us with Lamani Hooker out. We're just really, really hurt at the cornerback spot. So I'd really love to get Christian Fulton back and move Jack Rabbit back to cornerback number 2. I don't like him playing our opponent's best wide receivers. It's just kind of scary for me, but that's just me. Obviously, Elijah Molden needs a card in Madden 22. He has been playing fantastic. Forced fumble to play the play that started the Jags game. He forced a fumble. KB scooped it up, and that's ultimately why KB has that Team of the Week heroes, because Elijah Molden. If he doesn't force the fumble, KB doesn't have this card. So Elijah Molden's been all over the field for us. He played really good in preseason. He's played pretty good in the regular season as well. So I'd love to get like a rising star Elijah Molden, something, team builder Elijah Molden, something like that will make me happy. Jadeveon Clowney at right end. Then we also have Danico Autry, who's been playing amazing as well. 2 sacks in the game against the Chiefs. We were all over Mahomes, and I absolutely loved it. But Danico Autry, in my opinion, should have a higher card than just an 82, powered up to 83. That's just me. Javon Curse, 91 overall. We'll probably see either him get a legend card, maybe we saw him get a 50 card last year, and the next upgrade he got was greatest rookie of all time card, which was that was a nice card to have. That card was crazy, but who knows? We might see him get a legend card when the legends get up to around 94, 95, which they are right now, but they're really 93 because powered up to 94. But maybe in a month or two we see a legend Javon Curse. Maybe we see him get a zero chill card, something like that would be nice. And then obviously somewhere in February he'll get an ultimate legend or something like that. And we'll go ahead and have him for the rest of the year at left end. Then we get a D tackle. Al Woods, big upgrade. This guy was a massive upgrade, a much needed upgrade for our theme team. 6'4", 330 pounds. Okay, so a massive dude right there sitting in the middle, plugging up holes for you. I thought about running inside stuff, but without inside stuff, this dude is still a monster. 81 speed and 91 excel on a D tackle who is 330 pounds is insane too. 94 strength, 92 tackling, 90 play rec, 93 block shed, 89 power move, obviously low finesse move because he's a run stopping defensive tackle. Strength, I think we already mentioned at 94. Agility, 76 agility on the D tackle is crazy too. 89 jumping too. 93 impact block, crazy. 88 hit power. Dude is he's a monster. But with how good Al Woods is, we still do have Brent Urban, who's 7 feet tall, that I might run for the rest of the weekend league this weekend at starting D tackle and have him with like inside stuff, because he's 7 feet tall, and if he can just block shed that first guy, he has long enough reach to get to the running back wherever he is. So Brent Urban might still be our starting D tackle when we go back in the weekend league this weekend. And right now I'm 4-3. I've not been playing really well. Lost back-to-back games, but hopefully I can get back, at least get close to top 100. I'd like to get up to at least 16, 17, 18 wins or something like that, but it's going to be tough starting out slow like I have this week. And then obviously we got Jack Youngblood here, which we probably don't even need Jack Youngblood here anymore, but we just have him here because we don't have anyone else. We have Tierra Tart, which hopefully Tierra Tart, Christian Fulton, all those guys can get upgrades throughout the year so we can use this sick card art on a usable card, because all those low goals are just not usable, But yeah, there's the defense. Took us 35 minutes to get through the lineup. We're still not done. Special teams. Gostkowski, Brett Kern, we do need upgrades. We need upgrades. Randy Bullock, someone. Give us like a mid-80s to 90 Randy Bullock. Give us a good Brett Kern card. We just got to get upgrades here because, without upgrades here, the overall doesn't increase. Long snapper, we got Bruce Matthews. Kick returner, we still have Charlie Joyner there since he doesn't see the field as much, so I decided to put him at kick returner still. Third down running back, power running back, both Derrick Henry there. Slot wide receiver, I said this before earlier in the video. If you stuck around this far, shout out to you. But slot wide receiver, we have Andre Johnson here with route tech. And I said we moved him to wide receiver 2 because I wanted him on the field at all times. If we go into an I form, 2 wide receivers set, I want him on the field. And then whenever we get into, gun bunch or just bunch in general, I want him in the slot because a lot of the plays I run out of that formation, I throw him the ball a lot. So I want route tech there, and slot wide receiver, you want to have, like I said, I throw to my slot wide receiver the most out of bunch, so that's why I like to have route tech there, and that's why I have him at the slot wide receiver there. Sub linebacker, we got Jack Tatum, Bernard Pollard here. You really could go either way. If you want a little bit more height, less speed, go with Bernard Pollard. If you want a little bit more speed, less height, go with Jack Tatum. Both can lay the lumber, both get the same abilities, both are the same archetype. Really, pretty much the same player. One's a little taller than the other, one's a little faster than the other. It's just simple as that. And then rush left in, rush right in. We have Clowney, rush D tackle. We got Jack Youngblood, which I might need to change up since I have him at outside linebacker now, but we'll see how that works in a game. But slot cornerback, we got Desmond King, the playmaker. Backing him up, we got Jack Rabbit. And I guess I could put Malcolm Butler here since he's at wide receiver 4 now. So that's what I'll do. So yeah, there's Malcolm Butler backing him up. And strategy items. You guys probably want to know what these are. We do run the Raiders offense and the Dolphins defense. If you guys were wondering there, deep route specialist. That's what we're running offensively. Deep route specialist on the move. So basically, why I'm running these two, you get +1 speed to wide receivers from this one. You get +1 speed to halfbacks with this one. So obviously, Derrick Henry, get him as fast as possible is definitely the move because you obviously want Derrick Henry as fast as possible because Derrick Henry with 95 speed is just not even fair, in my opinion. And you could go with +2 to wide receivers right now, wide receiver speed, +2 speed to wide receivers, but in my opinion, I still want a little bit more speed to Derrick Henry because I feel like I run the ball a little bit more than I pass still. I'm slowly working to I like to pass the ball a lot more than run the ball, but I'm still running the ball a lot. So yeah, I got +1 speed from this one to wide receivers, +1 speed to halfbacks from this one. And then defensively, if we get one more in the zone, I'll be set. But for the overall sake of things, Mind Reader does help a lot. Mind Reader, Sure Tackler, any of those strategy items that boost all positions on defense, very important to your overall if you care about that. I do kind of care about that. At the same time, I still care about winning though. In the zone, +1 speed to all defensive backs. So you guys know Jack Tatum, Bernard Pollard, Kevin Byard, Cam Chancellor, Logan Ryan, Malcolm Butler, Desmond King, Jason McCourty, all the Jack Rabbit, all those guys get +1 speed on top of the +2 speed you get from Max Theme Team. So they all have +3 speed. And then on top of that, you also get +2 to zone and then +1 to man coverage too. And then Mind Reader. Mind Reader goes ahead and boosts play rec awareness. What does that say? Pursuit? Yeah, play rec awareness, pursuit, zone coverage, and man coverage. So once these are powered up, both of these combined in the zone, you get +2 to zone, +1 to man. And then when you have this one powered up all the way, you get +1 to zone, +1 to man. So that means you get a +3 to zone coverage, +2 to man coverage. So pretty good here. And that's why, if we got, if we had the island, that means Logan would get up to a 99 man. So as of right now, I like Mind Reader. It helps the overall out a lot, but I definitely take it in the zone with +1 speed over it. And then you got the best, in my opinion, the best strategy item of the game. +10 to passing stats, +10 to catching stats, +5 to height. And not only is it passing and catching, it's defense too. You get +10 to zone and man. It's just crazy. You get a lot more than what it says. But yeah, towering tear right there, and then visuals. Obviously, we're going with the Pizza Hut Stadium, just so I can know that my kicker, no matter what the wind is, Gostkowski, I know he can drill a 51-yarder at max, and without any wind, I wanted to worry about is there any wind against me? So I like to have it in a dome stadium there. Obviously, Mike Vrabel, home and away. Obviously, Tennessee Titans. That's it. So with that being said, a little bit long on the update video, right at 40 minutes. So yeah, a little bit long there, but let's go ahead and hop into the game. Alright guys, hopping into this one, we're taking on Charles Woods and Ronnie Lott and Mike Haynes. Looking like a Raiders team. There's our top three with Logan Ryan, Derrick Henry, and Kevin Byard. So hopefully we can get a dub today, and hopefully the sweats aren't on head-to-head and they're playing weekend league. That's why I kind of like to do these videos on a weekend, because hopefully all the sweats are playing weekend league, and hopefully I can get a dub. You know what I'm saying? Alright guys, so he is coming out. So you guys see what I did there with Harold Landry. It didn't work because I didn't contain, but Harold Landry still, woo, we almost clicked on and got him. Alright, so I liked what I saw from Harold right there. Underneath, Harold was there, but we're able to make the tackle. It's a gain of 8. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Alright, we have to play underneath here. That's exactly what I'm going to do here. You know, if he runs the ball, he should be able to get it easily, which he's not going to. Get that. Pollard. Okay, incomplete. That took a lot longer. I was hoping we'd get home with someone there, but it's now 4th and 3. Let's see what he is going to do. I would imagine he's going to go for it here, and he is. So I'm just going to make sure I shade underneath. If he runs the ball here, he probably gets it, but I'm playing the pass. He is going to pass the ball here. He's going to make that throw to Jared Cook. Oh my goodness, I felt like everything was covered. Someone just vacated his zone there. I don't know what even happened. He comes back out and trips tight, and that sucks because I feel like this guy's pretty good. That would have been a nice stop there to get us pretty much almost a guaranteed 6 points with Derrick Henry on our team. But let's see what we can do here. I don't know how that got open. Desmond King, that's supposed to be his zone. He just vacated it. And once again, I guess that vertical, probably going to be a run here. I guess that vertical clears out that cover 3. Okay, we got there, but it's 2nd and goal now from the 3. Man, how things can flip just like that. Back out on the trips tight end. I'm coming out nickel still, which might be a little gamble, but I still want a little bit of speed out here. Might run this ball. He's not going to. Dumps it underneath. Wide open, Cordero. I was hoping we get a little SWAT action there, but we weren't able to, and he got a touchdown. So it's going to be 7-0 to start the game unless he misses extra point. Not the best start we wanted to, but honestly, it's not bad because we do get ball at half. So if we can just work this clock and get the ball back at half, hopefully a tie game. All right, so we do see a pretty heavy box here. So I'm going to try to run stretch to the right, see if we can get some blocks out there. And we can. Good block. Andre Johnson up ahead. All we got to do is break one tackle. Henry stays in bounds. Henry down to the 23-yard line. A rush for Henry for 46 yards. And we're going to throw the ball here. Go a little play action. See if we can catch him off guard here. Do have pressure. Let's roll. Let's throw. Let's catch. It's Randy Moss. Cut it up. Down to the 1. Let's go. No huddle. Vince Young making plays. He had pressure coming from the backside there. See if we can go ISO, flip this thing. One-on-one blocks. Let's win them. Let's win these one-on-one. And Derrick Henry says, oh my goodness, that was Warren Sapp, and he didn't even care. We're going for 2. Got a little bit of momentum. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's what Derrick Henry could do for your team. That was 390-pound Warren Sapp. He just ran over. That is crazy. I think that's inside stuff on him. I want to make sure. No, it's unpredictable, so that does make sense. I guess, I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Vince Young making plays. We take a 1-point lead. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go. Okay, snap the ball a little quickly there, but oh my God. Tatum fit that pretty well, then KB missed the tackle. I missed the hit stick there with KB, actually. That's what happened. All right, I just have to watch out for the run here. Bump Harold out there like that. And we should be able to make a tackle. Great tackle by Jack Youngblood there. No gain. All right, once again, same look. Might have to look the shade underneath. He's probably going to hit someone underneath here, but we'll see. 5 seconds to go. 3 seconds left. He's going to take it to quarter. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go hard flats here and spy Allen because I feel like he's going to look for something underneath here, which I'm actually going to go ahead and... Ain't no way. Ain't no way, McCourty says. That's his. McCourty, we're getting pancakes downfield. Can McCourty... Oh, I did not see Jerry Rice. Is that Rice there? I think it is Jerry Rice. It is. I didn't see him there. Or I kept going left. A great return. Great pick. We'll get the ball back. Alright, guys. If you guys play Weekend League, you probably have seen this play a lot. Little RPO action. What happens is cornerbacks play it like it's a pass, and you just have no tacklers. And you guys see, Derrick Henry has 3 rushes for 81 yards. We're going to run it again here. The best thing you can do is just move your outside linebacker as wide as possible. I mean, Cook is reaching that defensive end, and we're still gaining 5 every play. Let's no huddle again. Let's run quick slants. He should be expecting this again. So let's just block Cook and see what we can do here. Let's flip it out to Henry. Henry's got a lot of green grass ahead of him. Henry is going to plow forward for another gain of 9. And that's another rush for Henry, I guess, because it was a lateral. And let's run it again. Probably need to start working this clock. I will after this. Let's get this down under 30 seconds here. We'll wait a little bit before we snap this, because I do want to get this play, after this play, down to the 2-minute warning. So snap it now. Good reach there. Unable to break a tackle. That was a big tackle there, but we could get this down to the 2-minute warning now. All right, back to it. We're going to try it again. We're going to flip this play here and see if Cook can reach that outside linebacker. Wide check, big block. Henry. There we go. We can chew off a little more clock now. 7 rushes, 103 yards in the first half. We still got 1:50 to go. Surprisingly, he pinches his line. So I'm going to run power. I don't know if this is going to work here. He might just get one blown through. And he doesn't. We get a first down. Henry's still fighting for extra yards. Gains 4. And we're going to keep chewing this clock. All right, back to it again. 1 on the play clock. Let's get it rolling again. Henry trucking his way down to the 2. We'll chew some more clock off. If we can punch this in, this would be just absolutely wonderful. We're going to chew this thing down all the way. We'll get it under 20 seconds unless I'm score here. Henry, okay, gets blown up there. So decision time now. We're going to call a timeout with about 10 to go and make our decision on what we want to do. All right, I'm going to come out here and this look, and I'm going to, we've seen Derrick Henry get 4 from this every time. We're going to try it. See what we can do. Get in there, Henry. There we go. What a drive, guys. What a drive. Henry, his second touchdown of the day. Let's go for it. We're going to do the same thing like last time. We're going to go for it. Make it a 9-point game. So that basically makes it a 2-possession game. Which that's what I've been doing in Weekend League a lot. Let's see what we can do here. Little play action. Fake. And look how open Vince Young is. You got to put a spy out there, young buck. You just got to. And with 7 seconds left, we should be able to hold him to no points for the rest of the half. And we get ball back at to start the half. All right, guys. Back on offense to start the half. We were able to get a stop there at the end of the half. And we're going to run this thing to the left. He's got no one out there. And Henry again. That should have been a stiffy on Charles Woodson. But there's another pretty solid rush here. We're going to go ISO. Let's flip it to the left so we can go man up with everyone. That time the backer blows it up. That's Sayao. And it's 3rd and 4. And I think I'm going to throw the ball. Alright, so what we're going to do here is probably expecting a PA boot over, but I'm going to be looking for Corey Davis here. Actually, Andre Johnson comes open in the flats. Let's juke up and get the first. Keep that clock running. Great pass and catch there. Getting the first down. We're going to go right back to running the football. what we do best. Get a block. So, Quentin Spain, if we get that block a little earlier, we might have a touchdown. I don't know why I'm no huddling here. I was pretty stupid to no huddle. We got to chew this clock. All right, so what you're going to see here is I'm going to streak Corey here. And I don't know why Corey's in the slot when I have my slot receiver as Andre. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. We're going to motion out Randy. He should take that away. And if Andre's open again, and he is, we're going to throw it to him immediately. And he's going to get the first down again. I mean, I don't know what you're doing, but you give me another first down, 3rd and 7, I'll take it. I was going to try and show you my new scheme today. But if he's not going to be able to stop the run, we're going to keep running the ball. I mean, if he's going to keep giving me that pass, we're going to keep throwing that pass over and over again. And let's get a block there. Get a block. Oh, my God, Derek, what we doing? It's a gain of 3 still. We'll take it, I guess. But, man, that could have been a lot more. And what did I just do? I didn't even pick a play. Okay, I guess I don't mind power out of a different look. Okay. And a 3. Alright, guys. Once again, I'm going to try a stretch. His user is on the right side. If we can just get to the outside with Henry, we've got it. Big hit there, but we're going to get it to the 4th quarter with that run. That's what I'm talking about. I apologize if you guys are bored, but man, if we're going to win, I'd win like this all day long. Henry almost gets stripped there, but he still gains 2. 19 rushes, 142 yards for the King with 2 touchdowns. This might be a little ballsy, running stretch on 2nd and 8, but let's see if it can pay out here. As we get blocks up front, look at Randy. Look at Randy Moss blocking upfield, and Henry another beautiful gain. It's exactly what you want to see right there. Big time gain down to the 4-yard line, and we're going to refresh Henry, get him back up to dark blue, and we're going to run the same play. Simple offense, guys. If you can't stop it, then why stop running it? You know what I'm saying? If we go up 3 possessions here and Henry has his X factor, that means we're going to run it up the middle. No. We're going to run it up. Zone alert. This is also a really good one, too. Henry trucking down to the 2. I might hate myself here because I feel like this could get blown up behind the line and we lose our X factor, but it's not going to. Easy walk-in touchdown for Henry. That's his 3rd of the day. Let's go. How many yards he's got? I don't know, but it don't matter. We're going to go for 2. We're going to come out in I form close. With Henry with his X factor, you think we just have to run the ball, right? Well, we're not going to. See what we can do here. Look at the lane for Vince Young. 24-7. We scored 3 touchdowns and going for 2 every time, and we got all 3 of them. That's what I'm talking about. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. We chewed off a whole quarter and a half there. Take a 3-possession lead. What else do you want, man? Let's go. All right, guys. So you see my opponent. He's coming out in I form with Cordell Patterson. Down 3 scores. And beautiful fit there by Jack Tatum. Limits him to only a gain of 2, and we'll see what he does again. It does look like he's going to be back in I form once again. Can't take it down to 2-minute warning. I don't know what he's doing here. Another run here, and no one's able to fit, and he gets a first down. Looks like he's just going to try and chew this clock out. I don't know why he wouldn't just quit. Okay. Back in the I forms, running stretch. Let's get to the outside there. Oh, nice little move there by Cordell Patterson, who gets 10. All right, I won't record the rest of this game if this is all he's going to be doing. So, yeah, I'll see y'all back on the lineup screen. Football's out. Scooped by Al Woods. Al Woods, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown from the new defensive tackle acquisition, Al Woods. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to see y'all back in the lineup screen because what a play. We're going for 2 again. I mean, I feel like a very bad person at this point in the game. But let's see if we can just get stretch going here. Henry stretch Can we get it? No, we can't. That's fine with me. We're still going to win this game easily. 22 rushes for Henry, 160-something yards, and 3 touchdowns. All right, guys, game is finally finished, and we're going to check out some player stats, individual stats here. First, for the passing, we had Josh Allen, 4 for 9 for him, 84 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Big one there from McCourty. We had 30 unanswered points. He had the lead. He had the lead early and often. This guy was a good player. Vince Young, 113.9 QBR, 3 for 3, 34 yards, 100% completion, no touchdowns, no INTs. So Vince had to just, did his thing type of game. I mean, nothing else. He didn't really have to do anything, but, we went 3 for 3. It's all we needed him to do. Derrick Henry, 6'8", 247. I can't get over that. 22 carries, 161 yards, 7.3 per carry, 3 tutties, 4 broken tackles, 72 yards after contact. Crazy stuff there. Andre Johnson, 2 catches, 13 yards. Moss had a catch for 21 yards. And that was our 3 completions for the game. Defensively, we had Charles Woodson had 6 solo tackles. Okay. Junior had 3 solo tackles. Arakpo with 3 total. Jack with 2 total. Jason McCourty with 3 total. Bud Dupree 3 total. Desmond with 2 total. Logan 2 total. Charlie Joyner with 1 on the kickoff. Al Woods with a 1 tackle for loss. Fumble recovery 1 with 34 fumble recovery yards. He had a touchdown too. So Al Woods showing out on his debut today. Clowney had 2 total. KB with 1. Jack Tatum with 1. And Bernard Pollard with 2. So yeah. Kicking, didn't have any field goals today. Frank Wycheck had a couple of nice returns, honestly. Set us up nicely there early. The second half kickoff, he got it out to the 38 for us, so that did help us out a little bit. And yeah, that's going to do it. So let's head back to the lineup screen, and we'll finish this one, and we'll wrap it up. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for the video. Nothing else I could say, man. Definitely Titans theme team, easily top 5 theme team in the game, maybe even top 3. Not quite Raiders level, but the Ravens, the Patriots, Cowboys, I feel like they're right there with everyone else. I mean, I'm telling you guys, once Andre Johnson and once Cam Chancellor is able to have the towering tear activated to them too, it's going to be very scary in Weekend League on Sunday. I'm just saying, I might wait to play Weekend League on Sunday just for that reason there, right there. But, I mean, I'm telling you guys, theme team, phenomenal. Love this team. Been doing this since Madden 21, beginning of the year, Madden 21. I had a Titans theme team since 20, and this is by far the best we've ever been in the past 3 years. So, this point in the year, we had a 92 overall. Not even in November yet. That's just crazy to me. But yeah, with that being said, that is going to do it for the video. Let's hope for that Spillane and Vrabel next week, because that would be a big dub to help out the middle linebacker spot there. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Until next time, I'll see y'all.